good in a lot of matchups, so. Except for this one. It's not very good in this matchup. Play against the prowess deck again. Makes it for a very good elemental though. So I guess there's that. See what they got this turn. Hopefully they don't have a Stormwing. I'm a little scared. Hopefully they don't have another 0 mana thing. Like Immunogenic Growth would be really bad. If I can get the Stomp off though, on this Bright Dragon, it's a really big deal. Lightning Bolt would be an insane draw. Not draw Lightning Bolt, but that's not terrible by any means. Alright. Grab a forest. Name red here. Hopefully this stomp works out. And I'm gonna put it here. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but if I do it this way, I can Season Pyro and then hold up 2 mana, which could be relevant. But you can cast Glorybringer next turn, which is a really big deal. They cracked an Islet and that's their turn? Wow. Oh, they might have Light Up the State? Wow. What is in their hand? I have no clue what's in their hand. Part of me... Like, Pyromancer plus Gianting I think is a valid play, but I'm just gonna jam this. The odds of this thing dying is very low here. I'm gonna exert. They could find a way to cast Stormwing Entity this turn, but I think they would have done it last turn if they could like Bolt plus Entity. I have no clues in their hand though. It must be like a bunch of Revelers and a bunch of Entities and that's it. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Okay, did they just top deck? Okay, so they just top deck Entities. That's really bad for us because I exerted the Glorybringer, not expecting them to really have anything. They bottom both. Bolt also doesn't kill Entity here. We kinda need another Glorybringer. Man, I'm so good at this game. What a brutal top deck. That was just disgusting. That made me feel gross. Land go. Yeah, this is. The first thing I'm gonna do this turn is I'm gonna Season Pyro. I think it might be reasonable for us to not attack. in case they have Sprite Dragon. And like, in case their draw step is a Sprite Dragon. Never mind. Well, what if they would have to have, what if they would have to have like Sprite Dragon double bolt? What does that do? It's 4, 8, 10. That's exactly 11. But am I beating that anyways? I don't think so. Well, wait, I am beating that because I'm beating that with the bolt, so I just don't cast the Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah. They would have to have. I guess if they have Dart, Bolt. Yeah, so they would have to have Dart, Bolt, Sprite Dragon. The odds of that are so low. I'm just gonna attack. I am not gonna cast the Bone Crusher Giant though. No real reason to. They're dead in the air anyways. Okay. Nice. We got game 1. We got really lucky drawing the second Glory Bringer. If we didn't draw a second Glory Bringer, I think we would lose that game. But I'll take it. We're on board like we did last round. Bring in the removal. And bring in the stuff that gains life. And I'm gonna take out the things that deal with lands, because their lands don't matter. I'm gonna shave a Seasoned Pyro. I don't like bringing in Thrun when against the blue-red version because they have all the flyers. This matchup is much worse on the draw, but that's why I get to play 3 games. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand doesn't have enough lands in it. If I had another land in, I would probably keep. Is this better than a 5? I think so. Barely, but I think so. It's gonna force them to take a turn off from... Like, they're not gonna be able to play Stormwing Entity unless they have specifically Gutshot plus Entity next turn. We really need to stop drawing lands, though. We will lose the game if we just keep drawing lands. If we drew a Colossus that turn, I probably would have played Utopia Sprawl. But we don't have an active turn 3 play right now, and I want them to spend their mana. But now we're gonna get to kill this Red Dragon with our Chandra minus, which is a fine by me. We have to draw gas. I mean, we're just gonna lose this game by nature of bad top decks at this rate. Like, we're gonna be able to kill this Red Dragon, but then they're just gonna swing at Chandra with the Swiss Spear. We're not completely out of the game by any means, but we do have to draw basically all spells from here on out to have a chance, and even then it's not great. Unless the spells have to be good. Like, we draw an Ooze. That's fine. I'm glad they're doing that instead of our face. That's not good. Anger would be insane top deck. Anger would be good. Bloodbird Elf would be fine. A Boulder and a Braid to kill this entity would be strong. We can't cast Glorybringer next turn, so drawing that would not be very good. Bone Crusher Giant would be. I mean, we could stomp the Swift Spirit, but I don't really know that that matters at this rate. You're gonna kill Chandra. Anger of the Gods, please. Alright, deck. I mean, it's not the worst. I mean, we're probably just dead, but could be worse. I think I play Catacombs. Fighting the NTD damage with Cloth as life gain is probably not going to be enough. That's not good. We need to draw something else. They put the card on top with Opt. The sequencing is a little weird there. They put a card on the bottom, so they might not have another spell. Man, if we draw Anger of the Gods here... I mean... It's not the worst. It's not great. I mean, maybe they draw nothing. Ever. I mean, they draw any non-creature, we're dead. I guess that's a slight exaggeration. Man, if we drew an Anger there, that would have been disgusting. Please don't draw a spell. If you draw a spell, we're dead. Literally any, like, any spell, and we're just dead. Lava Dart, Lightning Bolt. Maybe they brick. Please brick. Please brick. Right, we're dead, right? 5, 8, 11, yep. Alright. We drew too many lands. We kept a 3-lander, and then drawing 2 lands is too much. Oh god. There's the Anger. If we drew the Anger instead of the Ooze, we would have just straight up won the game right there, I think. The Clothis would take over from there. I'm not gonna change anything. play. Hand is gasoline. This hand actually done that. I think I'm gonna jam cloth this next turn no matter what. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Clothis. Ooh, that's tempting to stomp plus Arbor Elf though. I think getting the Clothis going is better though. Question, do I grab a basic forest with the foothills or do I just play the mountain? I think I think I'm playing the mountain. Yeah, because I'm probably gonna wind up bolting in my upkeep or something. Or stomping in my upkeep. No, fetching makes us less vulnerable to Aether Gust in the future, but I doubt they're Aether Gusting next turn. I think they might. I'm gonna stop in our draw step so that we can play Lightning Bolt in our draw step. So that when we go to our main phase, we can use Clothis ability. Get use out of it. Because right now there's no cards in graveyard, so it doesn't do anything. Alright. See what this is. Stormwing? Yep. Hopefully they don't have Gut Shot. If they do have Gut Shot, we can stomp in response. We can stomp the Stormwing. Alright. Maybe I'm supposed to lead with a stomp on this. Because I think they would respond with the Gut Shot. Huh, I didn't really think about that mind game. Yeah. I didn't really think about that till now. I mean, as long as the flyer gets off the board, I don't really care how it happens. But if I stomp the Swiftspear and then priority just passes, I guess it's the same outcome, right? Yeah, it's the same outcome whether because the Swiftspear doesn't die to the stomp. But if they have double Gut Shot, then the way I did it is better. Okay. Yeah, I think the way I did it is just better. They kept on top with the opt, so I wonder what they're thinking about now. If they attack, I might chump block so that they can't light up the stage. Because I don't really need the mana. They're not giving me the option anyways. I think they have a light up the stage. So they're debating whether to Lava Dart right now so that they can light up the stage. Or they're just gonna light up the stage post-combat. Because they might be trying to bait me to target it with Clothis. I might still do. Ooh, that's a good hit. So if I do that, then they have access to less lands next turn, which means they can't really Stormwing Entity. But I think dealing damage to them is super relevant now because of the Bloodbraid Elf. Because if I hit the nuts off of the Bloodbraid Elf, they just kind of lose the game here. Yeah, let's... I want to guarantee the life gain and them losing 2 here. Oh, I should play my Stomping Ground. Shocking it is too risky, I think. I'm gonna play it though. I look kind of stupid if I hit Scavenging Ooze. That's like the best hit. Gaining 2, going up to 18. They're gonna take 7 this turn and go down to 4. Wow. We had a lot of poor hits there, but that was insane. That's like the best hit we could have. They have the Soul Scar Mage, so they can Soul Scar plus Bolt, and then I don't get the Persist trigger, but at that point I don't care. There's just so many double... Like, there's so many hits with Bloodbraid Elf that give 2 Devotion that I think it's best to do what... to not target the Dart. Even though the Dart makes their Stormwing Entity better, they probably have a 1-drop burn spell anyways. Plus, if they want to cast the entity, we knew they would have to take 1 anyways, so at a minimum they're... I mean, they were at 11. They were at 13 at the beginning of the turn, and this puts them to 11. They're gonna guarantee go to at least 8. So then they'd go to 7 to tap this. And that's assuming I don't hit anything with this. And the more life I gain, the more likely it is that this pushes over the edge. Plus hitting the Nutter Butters helps too. Well, there's a Soul Scar Mage. There's no way for them to kill us this turn, so I'm not really concerned. I'm not gonna block, because they can flashback Lava Dart, target Sphinx, and then I don't actually get the Persist trigger. His Soul Scar Mage puts a -1/-1 counter on it instead of dealing a damage. And then I don't have Devotion for Clothis. There's no way I die here. I just actually don't think it's possible from 18. They would have, if they had Bolt Growth, that's 4, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah, it's just not enough. And we got it. So we're 4-1 now. Our draw that game was really insane. We got lucky game 1, drawing the second Glorybringer. This game, our hand was just great, and then the Bloodbraid hitting the Kitchen Finks just made the game super easy. Even if we didn't hit the Finks, I think we still win that game, but I'll take it, you know? I'll take whatever the deck will give me. Yeah, hopefully we can keep this up.
Do it. So we have to do some work.
We're here for round 6.
Working and
on
so
the play, which is very
that
nice.
Process out and trying to come up with our
and
for it. Okay. But so
I think this is a keep.
That available.
Tome into Clothis is good against a lot of matchups.
Yeah, and Connor is letting us know in chat that he.
I know Nammer
top
normally plays.
So cool. Well, skill game.
Connor.
That seems like the thing that was going to get you there. So
solid
for sure.
Yeah. It looked like a really close one. To be honest.
Yeah. This hand's really close.
I think that, anything could have happened from that stage.
Yeah, it was kind of anybody's game, but the conflagrate top deck is what was really required because you need to make the board favor you at that point.
Right. And under Scavenging Ooze, being able to your ability to dredge into
keep it
is greatly prohibited, but drawing.
I think Tome into Clothis is good against most matchups.
For some amount, and then
we can scry into it. If Clothis isn't what we want this matchup, then we can hopefully scry into what we need.
Continues to be one of the best cards in the deck. Perhaps
if we're on the draw, I would mulligan, but I think on the play it's good enough.
Around, so
yeah.
Wooded Foothills. We're playing a mirror match potentially.
Yeah, I mean Connor's been crushing this tournament so far. 5-0, so congrats to him.
Yeah,
and hopefully he can keep.
We need a removal spell here. We can't use Glorybringer to kill this, so... Lightning Bolt qualifies, that's for sure. I don't think I fetch. I think I play the forest. Glad they didn't have Mutagenic Growth there. That would have been really bad for us. We're gonna get to draw a card off this tome. We got pretty lucky to find that bolt, but the Stormwing entity, that's pretty good. They put 2 cards on top of their deck. I'm gonna scry. Well, does scrying even do anything? I guess we can try to find a Chandra. Do we want the 5th land? I don't think so. Well, maybe we do. If we can play this, tap this turn, and then they'll Stormwing and deal us damage or whatever, and then we Glorybringer next turn. Maybe we do want this, actually. Yeah, let's keep it, actually. I think it's actually good here. It's also painless this turn. Oh, this is so much damage. Flashback Lava Dart here. Four's a lot. I think I'm gonna try to scry into Lightning Bolt. Let's try to scry into Lightning Bolt here. that's not it. Lightning bolt? Not lightning bolt. Probably not gonna get there this game. All it takes is double bolt gets there here. And they didn't play a land last turn, so they probably have 2 bolts. That's not a good start. Alright. Are we dead? Okay. We have outs. I can put them to 1. One is not 0 though, and I can't exert with Glorybringer to kill any of these because they are dragons themselves. I mean, I think I'm definitely playing Glorybringer here. I think it's an actual question whether I'm supposed to Arbor Elf or not though. Because if I play the Arbor Elf, I go to 5, which puts me dead to Lava Dart. I do not die to Lightning Bolt, but I do die to Lava Dart. Well, if I fetch, I die to Lightning Bolt. I think I pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm not dead to, like, everything in the world here. Block here. If I block this, I die to a bolt, whereas here... Well, they can bolt the tapped Glorybringer? Well, playing around the bolt and then them having it feels kind of good. Not sure we're gonna be able to win, but that was... Wait, I think that actually kills them. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. What a sick top deck. I didn't think we had an out. That was a sick top deck. That Chandra was insane. Alright. Gonna board all the life gain stuff, board the removal, take out all the land destruction because it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna shave a Season Pyro. This is how we've been boarded the last 2 rounds. The last round we played against it. No reason to change anything. This hand sucks. They mulled a 6 as well. This hand's better. I wish I had a land in it. Another land in it. But I'm gonna keep it anyways. I'm gonna put away this Season Pyro. We're just gonna hope to rip a land here. That's what it comes down to. I'm not gonna Arbor Elf here. I think it gives him too much value. His next turn we can Bolt plus Elf now. If we don't draw a land. If we do draw a land, we can do some really sick stuff. That's unfortunate. Well, now I kind of want to stomp. Even though then we won't get to play the Arbor Elf. This is a really weird spot. Just because if I use my Bolt here and then they play like Lava Dart plus Stormwing, I won't get to... I can't kill the Stormwing entity unless I draw another land. I'm gonna stomp. This stunts our development really heavily, but I think it's better to do this. Oh god, we just got relatively punished. That mutagenic growth was disgusting. The odds are we're just gonna be completely unable to kill this Sprite Dragon. That's so bad. Alright, hopefully they don't have a 0 mana spell. Wow, that's huge for us. It's also big for us that they're hitting double Bedlam Reveler is not what you want to be doing here. Oh, there's a dart. We need to draw a land here. Even if we don't draw a land, we might be in a fine spot because their lie up to stage was so bad. They have 1 card in hand. I think I ooze. I don't want to play the Finks. I could play Clothes. I think if I play ooze and eat Lava Dart, the odds of me losing the game dramatically decrease. Yeah, I'm gonna eat the dart. I think this decreases the chance we lose the game the most. Braid's not bad. I think... I play Finks. If I play Clothis, I can anger the following turn, but I'm not sure that's actually enough here. Because they're gonna get to draw 2 cards, so this forces a bolt to go to it. And they have to draw it in order to keep going. Hopefully they don't draw a bolt here. If they drew a bolt, then we have to draw a red source. He's drawn very poorly. Like his start was really good, but his light up the stage just really screwed him with how bad it was. I feel pretty comfortable at 12 life. I think they have a light up the stage. If they have a lava dart, this is really good for them. Okay. I wonder if they have another bolt in hand. Oh, that sucks. I think I play Bone Crusher. If I play Bone Crusher, I'm not dead to bolt. I don't know that if they had a bolt that turn, I was dead, right? Because they bolt the Finks and then they dart me twice, and so I would be dead. So they don't have a bolt in hand. They could have a Burst Lightning or another Lava Dart, I guess. I mean, given that they don't have a bolt in hand, do I just cloth this and hope that works? I don't think so. I think I'm supposed to play this 4-3. I think a braiding could be the play as well. I'm very willing to be wrong about that turn, especially. Do they have a light at this stage? No, they would have cast it last turn. Unless they... Yeah, they would have cast it last turn no matter what. Maybe a braiding is correct. I'm really not sure. That's fine by me. Do they have an opt or something? That's a trade. It's fine. Red source. Red source. Red source. Come on. They kept the card on top. Oh my god, dude. This is spooky. Oh, red, please. Red. Oh my god. I hope they just don't draw a spell here and I play Clothis. Like, I can bolt here, but I'm still dead to any bolt type effect, so I may as well try to get max out of this. Oh my god, the sweat is so real here. Oh, did they not draw it? Holy crap. So if I go up to 5, I'm dead to bolt anyways. Man. This has been brutal. Like, if I go up to 5, bolt this, I'm still dead to bolt, so I may as well anger. This is so close, dude. Alright, going down to 2. Alright, I'm gonna get to go up to 4 here. We're just gonna bolt this thing. This game is nuts. I might have misplayed earlier, but... Do I... Do I Blood Braid? I could Blood Braid pass. So what's bad? What's a bad Blood Braid hit? Utopia Sprawl? Anything else in my deck is good, right? So I think I just hit a land, and then I Blood Braid and hit something good. Alright, let's see if we can make it through this turn. If I make it through this turn, we win the game. If they have a bolt or something, I would die to not blocking something, so I'm just doing this. Because I feel like the moment I draw a land, I'm winning the game anyways, so. Wow, that Lava Dart's clutch. God bless, dude. I think I'm Blood Braiding again. So if I don't, I go up to 6, I bolt one of these. and then I lose to a bolt off the top anyways. Yeah, I think I'm blood braiding again. Not drawing lands has been rough. That sucks. Alright, we're dead to a lot of things here. That was a really close game. I think I could have played that differently to win. Like the turn I played Bone Crusher, I guess I maybe should have played Clothis. I'm gonna have to rewatch that game. It was super close. Just that Blood Braid hitting the Clothis is mega unfortunate. Yeah, like if we hit Pyromancer. If I hit Pyromancer, we win the game for sure. It's not close. It's just unfortunate that we hit one of our two Clothis, which was the only card that... I guess hitting Arbor Elf or Utopia Sprawl would be bad too. That game was sick. Dude, both games have been really good. Let's go resubmit for game 3. That game 2 is so close. I think I messed up. I think I wasn't supposed to cast a Bone Crusher. I was probably supposed to cast... Well, I think the Bone Crusher is good. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't... I don't know. I think it's like me trying to play in hindsight because I never drew the land. I'm snap keeping this. Yeah, that game is super sick. I don't know, maybe I should have gone Clothis. I don't know. I'm willing to admit that I played that game too. That I could have won that game too if I played differently. I think my decisions all made sense. But how are you doing in a tournament? F good. Four two. You suck. 4-2's not bad, man. Without top end and prize structures, it's not the best, but like, still not bad by any means. Even if they kill an Arbor Elf here, we get to hold up Stomp. You messed up. What happened? That's fair. It always sucks when you lose because of that type of stuff, but... Stomp does not kill Stormwing Entity, so hopefully they don't have it. Had a chance to protect one prowess or take a turn, took the 2 turn. They had it. Ugh. That sucks. That hurts. Yeah. Like, putting your opponent on turn 2 clock is so valuable though. That's rough though. If we don't draw a land this turn, we probably lose. They put both on top, that's not good. I'm gonna grab a stomping ground. The thinning aspect doesn't matter that much. Alright. We're not completely Dobbs. Alright. I had not too much resources and I had removal for creatures. It's a stage. I need a land here. Really bad. Land? It's not a land. Shit. It's not good. Danger, danger. Yeah, I know, dude. This is like... They have 4 cards in hand. That's so much. So I can get the Lavadar out of their yard and reduce how much mana they have next turn. We're dead to 2 spells if that's the case. If we draw a land there, we might have had a chance. Like Bloodbraid doesn't do anything, so it's either I'm hitting Lava Dart or I'm hitting something else. I could hit something else and then ooze the dart. Though maybe I have to Pyromancer and just try to hit, like, just try to rip double bolt or something. Because there's a decent chance Glorybringer is not going to be enough. So let's see here, if I go up to 16 and then I ooze the dart, he probably darts me, I go to 15, and I'm taking 6 and going to 9 at the minimum. I think I can just hope they have nothing in their hand. Even then, I don't think the ooze line is winning the game. Like, it's gaining life, I'm not sure that's enough. Shit. The second Stormwing entity is what's doing it. I think I have to... I think I do the ooze line. I've just gotta hope they don't have that much burn in their hand. I have no clue if this is correct. I don't think it is, and I'm not sure I'm winning the game. Either way. They just let it happen? That must mean I'm just super dead. Oh god. Wow. He had the nuts, dude. Oh my god, yeah, I wasn't beating that. I could play that. I could play that game too differently. Games 1 and 2 were super close. That game was not though. I'm gonna be reviewing that game too. That was like tight, but we're 4-2, so we're gonna play. I think we may as well play it out still, but it's rough. All right, we're on to play for round 8. We didn't have to play round 7 because it got the bye, and his hand's gas. Did you play today? Slash are playing? We're playing as humans. Friend of yours is playing. Nice. Gotcha. Nice. So we don't have like Ren and 6 would be the nut instead of having this tome in our deck, but the matchup is still gonna be pretty good overall, I feel. I mean, next turn I can just like use Stomp, or I can go Tome Stomp. I'm not sure which I'll do. It could also depend on our draw step. I can also Chandra tick up Stomp. I like that the least, I think. It depends on what they play. And that's all that this is here. The Reflector Mage. Yeah. Kind of figured this would happen. Okay. Our turn would have been absolutely bonkers if they didn't get Reflector Maged. I think I like stomping the most here. I think I do just want to kill this and limit how much they can do next turn. Because if they just play another 3-drop next turn, I think I'm fine. Another Utopia. Well, if I play Utopia Sprawl, I can't cast anything else this turn, which is like a problem. It's either Tome or Stomp. I think it's Stomp, though. I think I need to start controlling their board. Next turn, I can... Oh, is it a lieutenant? Okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay, drawing that lane was really important. So I can... Things are gonna start getting a little dicey here. So I can Sprawl and then Elf plus Ooze. I think that's the best line. Bone Crusher is a brick wall though. I think I Elf plus Giant actually. They have to deal with this Giant. And I want the Elf for next turn. The Elf will make the Sprawl the following turn free, which is very relevant. Yeah, I think it's just Elf plus Giant. A 100%? I think that's hyperbole, but just because if they bounce this, it's not great for them. Because I could also use Eat Noble. I think that's also valid, but I think that Bone Crusher's better. Mainly because if they play a Thalia's Lieutenant next turn, I can trade with this champion. Another Reflector Mage. That's gross. That's pretty gross. At least it's not a human. So I don't think... I guess they could have Reflector Mage, but I don't really think they do. So I have 7 mana this turn. I can Chandra Ooze pass. Chandra minus on the Deputy, play the Ooze and pass. I'm like not in love with that line. I think it's the best line I have though. Because I think Ooze pass puts me too susceptible to a lot of stuff. I think Ooze pass is viable though. Man, I hate going to 7 here. It's actually super relevant. I don't think they have Reflector Mage. I think they would have played it last turn. Let's grab a basic mountain. No, I should grab a forest. I'm not sure that matters what I grab. I think I grab a... I think I grab a mountain and I name green with the Utopia Sprawl. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's get our Bone Crusher Giant. On the play, this matchup's super easy, but being on a draw this here is kind of rough. They're top decking. That's a good sign that they cracked that canopy. There's a lot of things we're in trouble too, though. Oh wow. Oh, that's huge. They're devoting resources to the Chandra. I hope they do this. Oh please. not gonna trade with the champion. I'll eat whatever they let me. I wonder if they have another Thalia in their hand. No, that is not. Oh, there's not a, I was acting like there's a Thalia still in play. I'm not gonna attack, I'll just pass. In my head, I thought there was a Thalia still in play, that's why I tapped like that. I think the game's locked up now, though. I mean, they can draw, like, obscenely well, and I can just brick, I guess. I think the odds of that happening are pretty unlikely, though. Here's a phantasmal image, just gonna copy the reflector mage. I'm gonna bounce the ooze. I kinda have to decide how much stuff I want to eat now. I think I eat one creature. Well, do I eat two? No. Like, I think I'm chump larking with an Arbor Elf this turn. Like, I want my ooze to be able to be a 4/4/3. Well, right now it would be a 3, and then it'll be a 4. I think I just should make sure that I don't die. I'm just gonna try to make sure I don't die. It'll gain size. I'm glad they played that land. Alright. Get to draw cards here. It's very helpful. Ooh, that's an awkward draw. I really don't want to discard the ooze. I don't think I'm supposed to discard the ooze. I'm not gonna discard it. I don't think they can kill me. I'm gonna kill the vial. It might have been better for me to not even play the pillage though and use it as a 1/1 for Seasoned Pyromancer. I think a way I lose the game though is them being able to put stuff in play at instant speed that I can't play around, and now like working with perfect information helps me a lot in this matchup. So I think I'm better off doing things this way. I think it's pretty safe to fetch, so I'm going to. I mean, the game's not over by any means. Oh, well, that changes things a lot. I was like, the game's not over by any means, and it's kind of the nutter butters. I don't think it's worth even pillaging. I think let's just play this tome and pass. I legitimately don't think I can lose anymore. They broke on too many turns. They had opportunity to be able to get ahead, but it's kind of gone now. I don't even think I bother scrying. I think that's just how far ahead I am. Game is over. I'm just like showing off at this point. The only thing I'm scared about is flyers, so I'm just kill it. I could have kept our Bone Crusher Giant alive, but I don't think it matters. Well, it doesn't matter, there's just no... Tome is so good. This game is like, it was super close for a little bit, and then it was really easy, which is kind of how this matchup goes, honestly. If the Humans deck misses one beat, like in a lot of other matchups, if the Humans deck misses one small beat, it doesn't really matter, but for Gruul, if you miss one beat, they will take over the game. That's true for like basically every matchup with the deck, and especially this one. Here we definitely want to Braids and Angers, solid removal. Kitchen Finks blocks really well. I personally like Throne because it can't get hit by, like, the Reflector Mages and stuff. I might change my mind here in a minute, though. I like the Ooze. Blood Moon makes it so they can't win the game. They can't cast spells. I like cutting Pillages. I think Chandra's not very good, especially on a draw. She's really expensive. Outside of that, the deck is just so good, though. Alright. I don't think Throne's coming in. There used to be 2 Chandras, so cutting things is easier. I like trimming on Pyro. I guess Tome's not the best in the matchup. I don't know, like, if you play Tome on turn 2, it's not bad, but then you're, like, not handling their board. I don't think I'm supposed to bring in Throne, though. Cause we don't really need card advantage against them, so I don't think we need the Tome. Even though the Tomes are really good at gaining life, I don't think they're necessary. Like the scrying is cool, but now there are also more 2-drops in the deck with the Braid, and they don't really disrupt your mana dorks. So if you mulligan to Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl, which is gonna happen a lot, the only way they can handle that is like turn 1 Noble, turn 2 Reflector Mage, like they did in game 1. But I'm not super expecting that to happen. Even if Chandra did like it did some work that game, I don't think I think it's overwhelmed too easily. And like 4 mana removal spell is not the best. This hand sucks. Get a mulligan. If like 2 of these were lands, or even if 3 of these were lands, if these were like, even if this was a 1-lander, I think I would keep it. To be honest, because the upside of drawing a land is so big. It's not like it doesn't have removal, life gain. Definitely mulliganing. I'm gonna keep this. Even if we don't draw the land, we still have plays. We have 2 removal spells. We can play the Ooze out. I'm gonna put away the Seasoned Pyromancer. Anger is pretty good at wrathing the board. I'd rather have Anger than Seasoned Pyro as my quote-unquote top end. And I expect to draw gas eventually. I'm not doom and glooming, being like, oh, I'm gonna draw mono lands for the whole game, or I'm gonna draw mono spells for the whole game. Drawing only spells for the rest of the game would be far worse scenario, but the odds aren't that likely. They kept. I'm definitely keeping. I'm gonna put away this Pyro. Anger's just very good in the matchup overall. I mean, they're a bunch of dinky humans. You wrath the board, it's probably gonna be good. They did not have a turn 1 play, and we drew a land. Just doing this in turn 1, getting everything in play, getting everything ready. Looking to stomp. More than likely. Might play Ooze, but they should have a 2-drop of some sort. Warrior Champ is not very good for us. That draw was absurd. Because now, so we have to set up a turn where we Anger plus Stomp in order to kill Warrior Champion. Just not easy. Very doable though. I don't want to grab basic mountain. I'll shock myself. We're gonna gain the life back, and they're not dealing damage very quickly yet. Not with an Warrior Champion, at least. Using Stomp in that fashion isn't my favorite way. It would be more so if they like if they're. I want to try to bait them into putting like a 4/4 or something in play before I use my Stomp that way. Though like they mold to 6 and we have this Clothis now, so it's probably worth it to just get them to do whatever. We're probably gonna be looking to bolt something. No guarantee, but there's a Thalia's Lieutenant. Yeah, like it would be a disaster if they made the Warrior Champion a 4/4 somehow, which they can't do next turn. They're missing a land drop. Very important to note here. I think I have to stomp plus. Go ahead and stomp plus anger. You think I'd do it right now too? They have 4 spells in hand though, and like we're left with Bolt Ooze. And it's not like it's fueling the yard. I guess it's fueling my yard with the anger that I can eat next turn. And I can play Bone Crusher Giant the following turn. Yeah, like they're stuck playing 1 throw at a turn. It's so unfortunate that anger interacts so poorly with Ooze and Quathis. I wonder if Sweltering Suns is better. No, because anger is better against Dredge. That's why. That's why it's like this. Yeah, and I think by the time they're like making a 4-4 or something, I hope this doesn't name Bolt. It could produce some serious issues. Maybe I can draw another anger. Oh. Well, that works. I'm not super diehard on getting Ooze in play this turn, so I think I just anger. Or I just remove the anger. Alright, they can't really do much anymore. That Blood Moon was a pretty good draw. That was also a good draw. Yeah, Blood Moon is nutty here. That Season Pyromancer was a really good draw. I'm just gonna attack them. They're not doing anything to us. We have 3 blockers if anything dumb was to happen. You got it, Chief. Not really. Yeah, it wipes my own board. It wouldn't be bad because it means they couldn't play the game. But it would not be ideal. Do I play my hand out pre-combat? They trade here for 5, 6, 7. I mean, I don't think giving them information matters. Could something stupid happen if they like... I think I just want to make sure I have the devotion. Do I just make sure I have the devotion though? Whatever. They could have a I guess they could have dismember. I would assume they don't though. If they want to trade with Ooze, they're more than welcome to. They have to block somewhere. That's a very accurate statement. They do have to block somewhere. What? You definitely don't block Pyromancer. I think you trade with the Ooze and then chump with the Noble. I don't know. I don't know their hand. I think they're just dead. They're just dead. I can't think of a single card that saves them. I think there's a slight argument to not attack with the Ooze, but I think it forces to put cards in the yard. They can, if they reflect image cloth this here, they're still dead because we have so many other attackers. This matchup's just very good. All right, so we're 6-2. That locks us for top 64, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that locks us for top 64. And then the next round we're playing for top 16. Yeah, see what happens. Alright, here for the last round. We cannot top 8, that's for sure. If we win, we have a chance of top 16ing. We're against BMJ, who is very well known for playing Death Shadow variants. This hand's definitely not good enough against Death Shadow. This hand's really bad. Not a big fan of mulliganing against the Shadow decks, but it is what it is. That first hand just is not good enough. I guess I'm not gonna go to 4. Getting inkied. I think we're just gonna get ran over. Yeah, they're just taking us off curve. Utopia Sprawl would be the nut. Sometimes you get exactly what you ask for. That's the literal best top deck we could draw that turn. I will take it. I mean, they know that they can grab a basic here, or that they need to at least. But even then, it shuts them down from losing a lot of life, which I just won't deal them damage, whatever. The Goyf. I think I'm gonna grab the mountain. Yeah, I'll grab a mountain. My mode is a little laggy. I've had it open too long. I'm getting punished for grabbing said mountain. I am more likely to draw basic forest than stomping ground, therefore I wanted to grab mountain, so I made sure to have double red after blood mooning. That is a 5/6 Tarmogoyf. The beefy boy. I'm kind of tempted to season Pyro instead of Blood Moon. I think Blood Mooning still makes the most sense though. And then making chump blockers with Pyro after. Like, I don't have that many green spells in my deck. Compared to like, God, this Goyf is huge. I think it shuts off too much of what they're doing. Alright, let's make some chump blockers. TBR is definitely a problem. Based on the lag, I didn't draw a land. Okay. Drew another Pyro. Chump blocking for days. Do we know if opponent is on Shadow? BMJ is always on Shadow. Like literally always on Shadow. I've never seen him not on Shadow. I'm pretty sure he's been playing nothing but Shadow for like 50 years, it feels like. Yeah, it's BMJ. Yeah. I kind of want to attack with everything. And put him to 11. He can play a Dash out, but then hopefully I draw a land to play Glorybringer. And then next turn that would be 3, 6, 10. Well, that put him to 1, and 1 is not 0. Or I just put him to 13. I think I just put him to 13. I guess I should start playing around Fatal Push plus Blood Moon. Or Fatal Push plus TBR, right? Which means I block with a Pyro. Yeah. I think that's the only way I lose. Also, if they like have a Thoughtseize or something, then I can draw a land. Like if I draw a land, it's not completely dead. Like now here, I could attack for 7, put him to 6. leave back Pyromancer, and then if he had a Dismember, probably would have played it by now to play Death Shadow, I think. I can also just make 2 1/1s with Pyro. Like, I can also attack for 5, put him to 8, make 2 tokens double block. He plays a Shadow, and then... Nah, I don't like that. I think I had Glorybringer and attack for... 7. Yeah, I think this is just correct. I'm trying to play around push plus... I don't think they have Dismember, so I'm trying to play around push plus TBR. Like, if I do this, they take 7, go to 6. So, what happens if they have push, though? They push this. I block here. You go to, they're at 7. And then TBR does kill me. I think this is correct. Okay, he didn't have push. Big deal. I'm dead to Dismember plus TBR. Alright. I'm very surprised to get that game, especially since we mulled a 5. We did kind of draw the literal 9 Utopia Sprawl, and then he had to Assassin Trophy it. And the Blood Moon was pretty solid. That was a really interesting, I mean, the way the game played out was interesting. I also think that is viable for us to just never, like, even just, like, play Glorybringer and pass, I think is viable. To be honest. Because, like, if they stay at 13, it's whatever. Against Shadow, want the Veils. I also like Thrawn, big roadblock. I actually like Finks in the matchup because they can chump block and buy a lot of time. Same thing with Ooze. Pillage is really bad in the matchup. Definitely don't want Pillage. And I'm not a big fan of Tome. I like Tome in general. But in this matchup, I think you need to be doing things that impact the board, and I don't think Tome does it. And I don't want to be like trimming bolts or anything like that. And Tome just doesn't impact the board, it's too slow. It's a good late game top deck, but we're not killing their creatures. Like against traditional Jund, I would keep in Tome. But I wouldn't be bringing in Finks. But against Death Shadow, you need the roadblock is important. This hand sucks. They kept 7. I'm definitely mulliganing. The hand had no red mana in it. I think this hand is too slow. I hate going to 5 in this matchup. What would I even put away? I guess I'd put away to BBE. Going to 5 is just so rough. I think Thrawn is... Like, if they have a slower draw, then this hand works out, I think. I think I'm best off keeping this, even though it doesn't have an early play. And just hoping to draw a sprawl or something. Because if I go to 5, I think I'm just going to lose. I think Thrawn is the nut in this matchup. I hate keeping this hand, though. It's just like, against discard, mulling to 5 is just not where I want to be. I'd rather keep a bad 6 than go to 5 against discard. Can't Thoughtseize the top of the deck. Just drawn all the pyros. They did not have a Tarmogoyf, which is very good for us. They're gonna deal themselves 2 here. Just to do it. Nice. If they didn't draw a land, they can't cast Death Shadow. Alright, they can cast their Death Shadows now. The Blood Moon. They only played 1 Death Shadow? So they only have 1 threat? They have to have Stubborn Denial. Or they have Abrupt Decay / Assassin Trophy. Like, I could Pyro and discard Pyro Clothis and just make a bunch of chump blockers. But I kind of just want to play the Clothis. Like, I think they have an Abrupt Decay. And I'd prefer for them to just continue wasting their turns. And we don't have to make them lose life. We can exile the land from our yard to cast a Thrawn or make our Pyros a bit better. They drew a card with Peatland. So their hand is kind of weak. It's my interpretation of that. They're going to shock themselves here. So they're playing full-blown 4-color Shadow. Which I think BMJ's been hotter on that in general. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's no bueno. Like the chuckles I'm in danger moment. To be fair, they don't know about our Seasoned Pyromancers. So there's like a small chance, right? I think I deal them to 2. Yeah, I like it. We're gonna make a bunch of chump blockers anyways. I'm I'm gonna discard the Blood Moon. I'm actually gonna discard the Thrun. Hopefully we draw a land. I wasn't really hoping to draw 2 lands, but... if they have, like... like, Fetch, Shock, TBR, we're dead. But they might not go for it, because they will die to Lightning Bolt if they do that. They also cannot do that. They played a red land in game 1, didn't they? Or are they just Bug Shadow and... They played a Bloodstained Mire. I'm just like Chump City over here, right? I don't... Like, I think there's an argument to let one of them through, to be honest. Definitely not... I don't know. I feel like it's hard to go wrong with just making a bunch of chump blockers. Wait, maybe I should have just kept one back, because then I play Glorybringer, and they can't Assassin Trophy Glorybringer, because then they would go to 2, and they would die to the Pyromancer. Oh wow, I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. I mean, I don't exactly see how I'm losing, but I did mess up. What else could I do here? I could exile... I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I think I exile like a Traverse or something. I'm like 99.9% sure they have Assassin Trophy. And then I can flashback Pyromancer. I lose to TBR that way though. But they have to have it. Well, I don't lose to TBR like that way if I attack. But then I lose to a triple removal spell, which would be obnoxious. I don't think they have triple removal spell. That would be so much. This also puts us to 17. I could also Pyro and discard Glorybringer Utopia Straw and try to draw Bolt or Stomp. I don't really like that play though. Man, I messed up this game. I think I pass. They like 100% have. I think I Pyro. Man, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I kind of like Pyroing. I'm gonna Pyro. I think this plays around Assassin Trophy the best. I could attack and put them to 2. Oh wait, I think I'm actually just supposed to do that. That was insane. They had the trophy, I played around it. I read it like a book. Wow, that was huge. I did mess up last turn though. I shouldn't have blocked with both Pyromancer tokens. I should have only blocked with one of them, and then I played Glorybringer, and they can't. Yeah, that was a good game. There's a lot of little decisions there that I got paid off for. We'll see if I squeak into the top 16. I don't think I will though. I think I'm gonna be a place behind. I think I'm gonna wind up 17th or 18th. It was really close though. I did what I could. I misplayed in round 6 really badly. Not super badly. I think my play was acceptable, but I'll take the 7-2. That's for sure. See if I squeak in a top 16 and get $100. But yeah, tournament was good. The deck is still very good. I might not peak DQ tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But this deck is gas. I wouldn't change anything, honestly. I would just leave everything the same to play with tomorrow. Or for any future modern events, like big events. I think that this deck is kind of it's the current front runner for me for about anything going on right now. I've really liked the way this 75 has been crafted. But yeah. Thanks for watching this run. Deck's great. Hope you all play and enjoy it. Have a good one.